Hi guys, it feels extremely interesting to be talking to you with my whiteboard today. I typically like to write what I think, and now that I'm about to talk, I think it feels even more interesting. So this afternoon I would like to talk about attitude. Attitude is that 8-letter word that defines everything. Attitude is how you react. Attitude is what you think, how you say what you say, more importantly how you react in situations that influence your life. Allow me spell attitude here. Attitude. Cool. Like I said, attitude is that 8-letter word that makes all of the difference. Why are we talking about attitude today? What makes it compelling enough for me to say, oh, I want to talk about attitude? Is because right at the core of your actions and behavior is your attitude. Attitude essentially is what informs not just what you say, but how you act in each situation per time. Now, in the last couple of days, I've had instances where the actions of some guys and their reactions in some situation has been influenced by their attitude. With a good attitude, you can't really put some barrier on the height that you're able to reach. In the same vein, with a bad attitude, you're not able to rise above that gap that an attitude will put on your head. So the question is, what's an attitude? Or really, what is attitude? I think my best description of what attitude is those influences that inform how you see situations, but more importantly, how you react. What am I saying? I'm saying if you were born poor, for example, a good attitude will help you understand that even though you were poor, your potentials are limitless. The things you are able to do, the places you are able to go, is not defined by the wealth or the money your parents have. And so that is good attitude. Attitude is what informs your perspective in every situation. If you are sick or not, if you were rich or not, if you had a home or not, if your bank balances were friendly or not, what informs how you see that situation or how you see yourself in the situation is a function of attitude. Some years ago, there was an interesting quote that I heard. I'm not particularly sure where I heard it from, but I like to recite it from time to time when I talk to young people about attitude. It says, attitude is that influence that determines your altitude. What does that mean? It means that no matter the situation you find yourself, what determines how far you go in life is a function of your attitude. And so the quest today is for you to check yourself. The first thing you need to understand when checking yourself is, how exactly do I inform or decide in situations? What exactly informs how I see situations? What informs the perspective that I share? And what informs the kind of influences or the kind of decisions that I make? The truth is, of everything that you have in life, what perhaps may influence most your attitude is your belief system. So the question is, what are you feeding into your spirit? What are you feeding into your soul? What are those information or insights or words or people that feeds a lot of input into your soul that turns itself out as an attitude? Now you need to check that bit of it. Quite a lot of people who transited from being poor to being rich, or from being broke to being in abundance, or from being in the backwaters of the society to the front line in front of the seats, their biggest change always started from themselves and started from their set of beliefs. The next after your set of beliefs is, what exactly are those things you hold there? What are those thoughts in your mind? What are those belief systems that inform how exactly you act, which is the second one. But perhaps the most important one is exactly the things you say and the things you do. Now, it's interesting to think about somebody like Mahatma Gandhi, who, even though he was very challenged as a guy while he was in South Africa, from the point where he moved to India, you'd have to realize that even though he faced some extremely difficult situations, he did not hold himself back. He did not consider the difficulty he faced. He was positively minded, he looked forward, and was able to achieve as much as he did. What am I saying in summary? Is that for a young person, your greatest asset really is your attitude. Right now, you probably don't have all the certificates you need to climb the ladder that you desire. You probably don't have all of the money to build the business that you want. There is something without which you cannot succeed. That's a good attitude. So I'm asking you today, if you really want to succeed, like I expect that you want to, if you really want to get to the top of your career, top of your business, there's an investment you have to make. That investment is a positive attitude. You need to always start first with a mindset of possibilities. Anything is possible to him who believes. You have to start that whatever it is, that the situation you are facing, you're better able to defeat, but not just defeat, ascend in victory. Much more than this, you need to have a positive outlook that helps you to see challenges as an opportunity to grow. About 15 years ago or thereabout, I read a book from John Mason that talks about opportunities. It says opportunities is like a man always wearing overalls. It says until you see until you see challenges as opportunities, every time you see challenges, you wilt or you run away. Now, every time you wilt and run away, you've lost the opportunity to not just learn, but more importantly, to win. And so, a positive attitude is that kind of attitude that see challenges as an opportunity to grow or emerge. I tell you today, develop a positive attitude and you find yourself growing and ascending the ladder.